Today, we're exploring one of Texas' most quietly significant modernist homes, the Ethel Wilson Harris Home, a National Register property that tells a fascinating story in independence, intellect, and architecture ahead of its time. This isn't just a beautiful home, it's a deeply personal one, designed for a remarkable woman shaped by Wrightian ideals and reflective of a moment when architecture was redefining how Americans lived. Ethel Wilson Harris was a Texas educator, preservationist, and an intellectual force, long before those roles were easily accessible to women. Born in the late 19th century, Ethel Harris was highly educated, financially independent, unmarried by choice, and deeply committed to culture, learning, and preservation.
Harris became one of San Antonio's most influential women in the realm of arts, culture, and preservation. As an entrepreneur, she founded what would collectively be known as the San Jose Tile Workshop, which included Mexican arts and crafts, San Jose potteries, and mission crafts.
At a time when most homes were designed around traditional family structures, Harris envisioned a home tailored entirely to how she lived and worked, a place for reading, hosting, thinking, and solitude. This vision is embedded in every line of this house. While this home was not designed directly by Frank Lloyd Wright, it is unmistakably Wrightian in spirit, drawing heavily from his architectural philosophy, particularly his Usonian ideals. Wright believed architecture should serve the individual, not society's expectations, feel grounded in the land, be democratic, affordable, and human-scaled. The Harris home embodies those values beautifully. Usonian architecture was Frank Lloyd Wright's vision for a distinctly American home, designed primarily in the 1930s through the 1950s. Key features include single-story, horizontal design, flat or low-pitched roofs, strong connection to the landscape, natural materials like brick, wood, and stone, clerestory windows for light and privacy, open floor plans long before they were mainstream, minimal ornamentation, beauty through proportion and material. Usonian homes were meant to be efficient, intentional, and deeply livable, not showy, but profound. Ethel Wilson Harris Home reflects Wrightian thinking through a clear hierarchy of space, public versus private, built-ins that reduce clutter and define purpose, a feeling of shelter without heaviness, windows positioned to frame nature, not to dominate it, rooms that feel intimate, not oversized. This is architecture that supports thought, reflection, and autonomy, perfectly aligned with Harris's life. The Harris home matters not only for its design, but for what it represents, a woman commissioning a home entirely on her own terms, early adoption of modernist principles in Texas, a bridge between traditional domestic architecture and the modern lifestyle we take for granted today. It's no surprise the home is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. It captures a pivotal cultural and architectural shift. The Ethel Wilson Harris Home reminds us that great architecture isn't just about form. It's about who we are, how we live, and what we value. Homes like this don't shout. They speak quietly, thoughtfully, and with lasting impact. If you love stories where architecture and history intersect, this is one worth remembering. Thank you for watching. I'm Gina Candelario with Cooper Sotheby's International Realty. I'll see you next time.